Sometimes life delivers moments so ironic they leave you speechless. This is the story of a courtroom encounter that stunned everyone present a moment where prejudice collided head-on with truth. In a world where appearances can blind us to the truth, one moment in a courtroom shattered assumptions and left everyone in silence. This is the story of courage, compassion, and an unexpected twist that brought an entire room to its knees. Alexandria Taylor stood before the judge, her heart steady, but her spirit weighed down. She wasn't a stranger to courtrooms. As a federal prosecutor, she'd dedicated her life to justice. But today, she wasn't there to prosecute a case. Today, she was the accused. Just days before, Alexandria had witnessed something that would change her life. An elderly woman, frail and struggling, fell in the middle of a bustling intersection. Cars honked, drivers yelled, and the world moved on, as if her life didn't matter. But to Alexandria, it did. Without hesitation, Alexandria pulled her car to the side and ran to the woman. She knelt down amidst the chaos, holding her hand and whispering words of comfort. She didn't care about the cars, the angry faces, or the impatient voices. At that moment, the only thing that mattered was saving a life. But instead of gratitude, Alexandria was met with cold bureaucracy. An officer handed her a citation, an accusation that she'd obstructed traffic. The irony cut deep. The same system she worked tirelessly to uphold was now punishing her for doing what was right. Now she stood in court, facing a judge who barely glanced at her. His words were curt, his tone dismissive. "The fine is $500. Next case." No questions, no understanding, just a decision handed down like a stamp on the paper. But Alexandria wasn't just a bystander in her own story. She took a deep breath and spoke, her voice unwavering but filled with emotion. "Our Honor, I am Alexandria Taylor. I am a federal prosecutor. I have dedicated my life to upholding the law and protecting the vulnerable. That day, I stopped not to obstruct traffic, but to help a woman in need. Isn't that what justice is truly about?" Her words hung in the air like a quiet storm. The courtroom fell silent, every eye now on her. The judge, caught off guard, adjusted his glasses and flipped through her case file again. For the first time, he truly looked at her not just as a defendant, but as a human being. His voice softened. "Ms. Taylor, I was unaware of these circumstances. The court deeply regrets this oversight. Your case is dismissed, and thank you for your bravery and compassion." As Alexandria left the courtroom, tears welled in her eyes, not from sadness, but from the overwhelming weight of the moment. Outside, the elderly woman she had saved stood waiting, her frail hands clasped tightly together. The woman whispered, "You didn't just save me that day. You reminded me that there are still angels among us." In that courtroom, Alexandria Taylor didn't just win a case. She reminded us all of the power of compassion, the courage to stand up for what's right, and the humanity that connects us all. Because sometimes the greatest victories aren't the ones fought with words or laws, they're the ones fought with heart. If this story moved you, share it with someone who needs a reminder that one act of kindness can change everything. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more stories that inspire hope and courage